In this video, I'm showing you how to do invisible locks, even though I don't know why they call them invisible locks, because these are not locks. This is literally me just doing some braids and making them into a twist. But if that's the name, then hey, that's what it is, with barrel twist at the end. So because her hair texture is a looser curl, naturally, like she doesn't have to blow dry her hair at all. I would say her hair texture is like above like a 3A, like a 3A. So because her hair texture is that hair texture, I am braiding instead of twisting like you see me do on another hairstyle on a man where I twisted it, and I'll show you that picture right now. The reason why I am braiding hers instead of twisting it is because I think it will last longer. As far as lasting, she would like to at least have this hairstyle in for about 3 weeks. And yeah, that's pretty much why. And I just don't think that it would last that long with the twist. On top of with all that product, I don't care how much product, I don't think it would have lasted 3 weeks with twist. I did do it on my son who curl pattern was a little looser, but it was more of a braid then twist, then braid then twist. I end up having to braid all of his down. So I was like, I don't want to go through the same situation and that be the problem. And I also asked him, like, how long did your twist last? And I'll show you him right now. And you see he has it braided on the scalp and then he has it twisted. So yeah, he said that the braids lasted a while. Um, he had hairstyle in for about 3 weeks, but he did notice that the twist began to frizz very early, and her hair texture is a grade above his curl pattern. So I just knew that her hair texture wasn't gonna do as well with the twists, and I'm glad I made that decision. Sometimes as a braider or a hairstylist, you have to make decisions even if your client wants a certain vision. She did want that vision, but I was like, you have to think about your hair texture. So I tell people, when you get any type of hairstyle, you need to be aware of how your hair texture may look in that hairstyle and how long you want it to last and things like that. Also, your hairstylist should be able to tell you based upon your hair texture, this, that, and the third. But a lot of times people just go with the vision, and then sometimes the vision doesn't turn out the way that the client wanted, and then it's a bunch of chaos from there. So I thought long and hard, and I was like, we're going to braid it at the base, and then I'm going to use the Marley twist, and I'm going to twist it. So right now, that is what you see me doing. I am creating the foundation. If you want to see how I made each part as far as like levels of each row, I do have a video of how I did it on my son that is on my channel. I'll also put that in the description box so you will know the format when doing this hairstyle, and then you can make the parts according to how you would like it. You want to make boxes first, then split those boxes down the middle. I am going to show you that in the next part of this video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe, like, share, follow. Go follow me on all my other platforms, Slayed by Gemma on everything. And yeah, continue to watch how I do the twist and how I do the barrels. That is all in this video, so you want to make sure you continue watching. And yeah, right now you're just seeing me braid down the foundation of the parts that I did have in this video. So yeah. Also, because I do know that both braids in each box will meet together to form the twist, I do not braid it very tight towards the end once I come off the scalp, because that could really hurt her hair. And I braid like an inch past, but you see right here, this is what I was saying about creating the boxes per row. I'm creating the boxes. So I'm just splitting it, parting, and I'm using the other side that I've already completed as a guide. And I'm just parting and sectioning. Each section will have 2 braids, like you see me doing like so right here. Like I said, I will have a short on her time of having the hairstyle from before freshly done to after 3 weeks has went on, so you can guys pretty much see how long this hairstyle lasted on her type 3A-ish hair. So you'll know like, okay, this hairstyle will last for this. And she did not get in the water or anything like that. Like we didn't go swimming, so you can really just think about if you are trying to get this hairstyle, if it will be good if you're going swimming or if you shouldn't, and keep it as a low maintenance style. She originally wanted just like regular bob braids, but her hair is too long for bob braids. So if you have a long natural hair, like your hair is naturally just long, but you always wanted a bob look, this style and any style with the barrels is perfect because you can put it at the length that you desire. So since I couldn't just, do her natural hair and just do knotless, we just decided to do the barrel to hike them up and give her that bob look. I told her we should have did a bob a long time ago when her hair was short, when I first did her first big chop. But now her hair is long and thriving. So this is a great alternative when you want a bob style. So please continue to watch how I did the bob. When she does shower bathe, she does put a shower cap on and she wears a scarf, a satin scarf at night. No bonnet. No bonnet. I mean, unless you want to put it over a scarf. I do not, I know I say this in every video, to get a satin silk scarf, because when you get a bonnet and you just put it in anything, like any hairstyle, you're going to sleep and it's going to rub and rub and rub. And it's just going to rub, 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 rub with the bonnet. And that will frizz your hair out. So that is why I say use a scarf, because it lays it flat, it keeps it, and it stays in place. You can use a do-rag, silk do-rag. You can use a scarf, whatever you prefer. But I do not recommend putting on a bonnet, because just a bonnet by itself, it will, especially with her hair texture, it will rub, 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 rub. And then the next thing you know, your hairstyle that you intended to last for 3 weeks no longer, it's not going to go that far. It's going to go for 2 weeks or a week and a half. So you want to make sure you use a silk scarf and you put it on every night before you go to bed. And you want to oil your scalp at least once a week, depending on your porosity of your hair. Not too much, but enough. You will see me at the end of this video, towards the end of finishing up, me putting oil in it to keep it moisturized, because I know most likely she's not going to need to, or she might not forget. So I do put a lot on there, because I know once you put a scarf on and you get to going, a lot of my clients tend to forget to oil their scalp and make sure that that is all protected and healthy. So now I am finishing up the last box and I am just braiding it before I start to add in the twist, which that is the next step. I will be doing the twist, and then after that I will be doing the barrels. I am using the twisted up Marley hair, and I just twist in with her hair, and I'm doing like a rope twist as I twist. So rope twist and twist at the same time. And I'm just doing that, and then I'm adding in human hair curly pieces, and I'm twisting that in as well. The products help with mixing it and blending it all in, and I'm just taking my time and I'm just twisting. I do clip off the human hair so it is out the way, and then I just continue rope twisting all the way down. You want to make sure you're going in nice and firm when you're starting the twist, because you don't want it to be loose at the base. And it took me a couple times. Granted, this was my first time doing this with extensions, but it worked out and it turned out great. And I'm telling you right now, you have to twist and bring it together and rope twist it in. And you want to do that throughout the entire twist. You want to twist all the way to the end. I am not going to dip this hair. I did not dip this hair. I didn't find a reason to. I see a lot of people do the barrels and they dip it in hot water, and I'm not dipping my clients' hair in hot water. But here I am again showing you how I rope it in. I twist one way and I kind of go and I just twist at the base and I just rope twist. I'm twisting with my finger and just twisting it all together. And it will take you a couple tries, but I'm twisting clockwise. So keep in mind of that. I'm twisting clockwise, but you'll feel once you like twist it the natural way that it just flows in. And that's how I do the twist. Now that all the twists are done, we are now trying to figure out her length. And this is the length that she chose. And it's a little bit past her chin, just a little bit. And you see, before I do the barrel, I match it with the one previously. And then I bring it up. And then I just begin to wrap at the end. And then I wrap downward. And then once I get all the way to the end, I start to wrap back upward. And that is pretty much how you do a barrel twist. After doing these so much on her hair, I've noticed like when you pull down and then rubber band it to really secure it in place, it locks it in. And I'm just sitting making sure both sides are even. And I'm just wrapping it around to secure it with a rubber band. Some people like to dip it. Again, my client's hair is long and I don't want to damage or strip her hair, so I'm not dipping her hair when I wrap it. A lot of people dip it to secure it. If your client hair is way shorter, then go right ahead. But for her, I am not doing that because it'll strip and mess up her hair. But a lot of people dip it to seal it more in place, and they do it just in general. But this hair, it probably wouldn't even came out because this Marley hair is so textured. Like, it's kind of nappy yacky. But either way, I wanted to make sure it was secured and that none of these barrels came out. So if you have to secure it with 1 or 2 rubber bands, I would recommend doing that. Some I did with 1, but for the ones that seem more like voluminous, like bigger, I just did 2. And I'm just pretty much matching on each side to make sure. And I kind of pull down and I just, like I said, I wrap downward after I go up probably an inch, and then I wrap back upward. That is pretty much how you create barrel twists. I also want to say when doing any bob, whether it is cutting, doing barrel twist, anything where you're trying to make the bob align, like you see, I just had her sit up. You want to make sure your client is sitting straight up and that they are looking face forward to make sure that this bob turns out evenly. Because a lot of times is if they're leaning a certain way or not looking a certain way, it causes the bob to not be equal all around, and you don't want that. It's not going to make you look cute. So you want to make sure your client or your model, whoever it is looking straight forward and sitting straight up. Now that I have successfully completed the barrels, you see I am now just pulling downward just to make sure they all fall at the same and secure them really in place. And just, looking to see what I need to do next. I'm going to trim off the curls, which you'll see, and I'm oiling her scalp. And that's pretty much doing the little finishing touches that I do on all my videos. But that's pretty much what I do. I just oil her scalp completely, like I told you guys earlier. And you want to make sure you do a nice amount because just like with the locks, the Marley hair just tends to dry your hair out a lot quicker. So you want to make sure that you are moisturizing your scalp for sure and all those good things. I do want to say that after I got done moussing her hair and everything like that, I did go over it with some Got To Be hairspray. Like I said, because her hair texture is a looser curl, I just want to make sure there's no flyaways, that it stays laying properly and things like that. And you see me going over it again with some oil sheen just to make sure, but I also off camera used the Got To Be. Here's the finished product. Turned out really cute. I love it. Super cute. Also, make sure you subscribe and like, comment, and share your thoughts. If you have any problems, let me know. But I think that this is a whole vibe. And if you want to see some more tutorials, click them right here. Here's a playlist for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.